We're twins.
I can't believe that just happened to start this stream. That was
Not too shabby. All right, so first episode of what we're calling Wax Talk. We'll try out the different names. Wax Talk with Short Men. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We've had the comments are turned on, so we'll take questions from the audience if we get an audience. But yeah, me and Eddie are gonna try to do this every week. Just kind of breaking down a like the state of the hobby, like what's changed with wax, is there anything crazy that's happened with already released stuff, what's upcoming, and then kind of a bit of an honest viewpoint from breakers, because I feel like we don't get that enough. The majority is everything's awesome and every single product is great, and quite frankly, there's some real dog crap. So there is some awesome product too. I don't want to knock that, but so there you go, Eddie. Your first words on the podcast. There you go.
Stadium Club pushed. Stadium Club pushed.
Yep.
It couldn't be a product less relevant to me in breaking, but the statement that was made me so hopeful for the future of stuff like this.
Oh, okay. It's funny. I thought we were going to disagree literally right out of the gate, because I was going to say I hate that they're still having quality control issues. I do like that they at least caught it before it was released. At some point, though, it needs to just stop. Like, no question.
I mean, sure, but I mean,
early.
Honestly, any product that is a mass-produced product like that, we're talking Stadium Club update, Series 1, Series 2, Pro Debut, 8 billion of these, lower-end, base-heavy products. I don't ever see print defects and issues going away. I don't ever see that.
I wonder what it was, though, because for it to be a defect, it's no way it was like lines on a car. It had to be like somebody was left. I actually think somebody was left out again.
Yes,
I had to guess.
Which that to me, like I said, it makes me hopeful that they're catching on to their mistakes. They're getting better. We're still in a very small sample size of products. We're not even 4, 5, 6 months into their tenure of really releasing their brands. You know what I mean? So
yep.
A lot of this stuff is Fanatics first run through with it. We know they're trying to change a ton of stuff. We know they're trying to spice things up. We've seen the inserts in every single product that they've put out be phenomenal, compared to years past. I mean, I've never gotten excited about inserts. I open 8 billion cases of this stuff, and I like seeing some of these inserts now. It's fun. So
yeah, I'm overall hopeful like you. I think it's a good sign they're catching the stuff early. I'm glad it was this product and not like Gilded is one product I'm going to talk about that comes out. Although that was weird. Gilded got pushed up. I have it clearly written in an email that it was to release on the 27th, and now it says it's releasing the 18th. It moved up 9 days. I don't love that because we didn't get any notice of it, but it is what it is.
Did they flop that in Tier 1? I was looking because Tier 1 is
Tier 1 still says the 25th. So Tier 1's always been the 25th. It hasn't, at least it hasn't changed from what I'm seeing. But again, I'm glad, hey, at least there was a printer error. There was something that happened with Stadium Club. I don't want to see it with anything. You can't have it happen with a $650 box like Gilded, though.
No. Which is why I was happy that they pushed it back in the first place. I'm not one that's mad when products get pushed. It means that they're putting thought into it. It means that they're trying to do something, or it means that they caught something that we are now not going to have to deal with.
I got a conspiracy theory anyways about this. I actually thought, although Gilded getting moved up doesn't help my argument, I thought we were going to see a bunch of these things get pushed all at once because the market's been so slow. I've been on Fanatics Live a lot lately, just kind of getting to know the landscape, who's on there. It is definitely slow. Now, granted, there's some guys who go on at night, they kill it case after case, but those guys are filling anywhere. I do think they kind of read the market hey, things have slowed way, way down. We had too many major releases. Topps Chrome, Topps Finest, Pristine, Cosmic, Bowman Chrome, all within 6 weeks. I think it really depleted people. And so I did wonder, are they going to push a bunch of these back? But the fact that they haven't really, it's been a little bit slow. Even this week, most guys who are breaking big stuff are not messing with Update. Let me get your thoughts on that too. Update anything? I mean, I know it's not a major product, but
it doesn't move the needle for me as far as excitement goes. But what I do see it register for is a lot of guys, they love to rip a box.
Yeah.
I'm selling more personal boxes than break spots now.
Yeah, I was going to say on our sheet, I have not seen this many personals sold as any other product, quite frankly.
Yeah, you're right. And I think that Update Series 1, Series 2, those are the actual products where there might be some decent value in just ripping a box, because in a jumbo box, you're getting one of every one of those top rookies. You're getting, you get a ton of like just stuff, and it's not $600 a box like Gilded or you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Hey, this is a good question too, and then we can get back to kind of our schedule thing. And by the way, guys, we're keeping it quick. We're doing 15 minutes. We're not going to make this a big thing. This is a great point, though. The delta between singles and wax isn't helping either. The gap needs to close a bit. I totally agree. I'll be honest. That is the reason, and I was wrong. Eddie was high on Cosmic. I was not. That's the reason Cosmic is selling like it is, still the wax side, because the singles have actually held up and sold great. Finest is what it is because it stays in check. Like it's a cheap box, relatively speaking, because the resale has never been unbelievable, but it's in check. Topps Chrome's a little out of whack to me. I love the product, but the singles don't necessarily hold up to the wax pricing. That's why to move on to our next product real quick, because we got a ton of this coming in. I think this will be our first official disagreement. I am like a 4 out of 10 on Gilded. Overall, like price, hit potential, breakability, everything. I'm slightly below average on that product.
Okay. I can see.
You're like an 8. You're high.
I'm high. I am high on Gilded, and only because it's one of those where I like the chase. I love the gold frame autos in Gilded. I love the vet heavy gold frame checklist last year was fun, and last year's boxes are still selling at over $900.
That is the one thing I'll give you. But by the way, too, just to set a baseline. So right now, to me, the best product of the year has to be a 10 because I have to judge everything off that. To me, Finest is my 10. Is it safe to say Cosmic is your 10? If you had to pick from 1 to 6, okay. Yeah. So if that's a 10, where are you at on Gilded?
I mean, I'll stick with the 8. Stick with the 8. I mean, and the only reason it's not higher is price. It's not a cheap product.
Yeah, because we're going to break it 6 to 6. I mean, in general, too, for the guys who don't know us, we're generally at blowout 10, 15% less at times if we get a lot of it. Here's my issue with it, the 2 autos per. If you do a full case, and case breaks are going to be, because what are these? Do we say these are 6-box cases?
6-box case.
Okay. No, that's all right, is it?
Yeah.
6. So you're talking $3,500.
Yeah, on a 6-box.
Although that is actually quite a bit cheaper than some of the big products. I just don't like the fact that so many guys are going to skunk, miss, whatever. I will say, though, this year's class is way stronger than last year's rookie class. Like, if you look at last year's class right now, Witt and Torkelson came on big at the end of the year, but they're not relevant now. J-Rod, not relevant, although he's a stud, and Wander is a 0.
This year's class is going to be much better.
It's not even – and you've got relevant guys. Like Corbin, they're getting ready to knock off the Dodgers. Josh Young is crushing and is going to go to the is in the ALCS. Corbin Carroll is going to be in the NLCS, hopefully. Who's Houston and Minnesota? There's nobody there.
And this will be Fanatic's first high-end release for Topps.
Well, Topps Sterling.
Oh, that's right. They did.
Yeah, Topps Sterling. Yeah.
I wasn't around for that. I didn't.
So we'll see if the base and number stuff lives up to the hype. I would adjust it, but I don't like this. I don't love this as a full case product, which I know that's all you're going to do is full cases. I'm a 4 on full cases. Selfishly, I'm a little bit higher. I'll do single boxes with it, but even that I don't love. There's just so many skunks.
I just had a fun idea that could make for a fun PYT. This is going to just be the first time I'm going to air this, and it's going to be live. What if we did half case Gilded, half case Topps Chrome? Or half case Gilded, half case Bowman Chrome.
Anything vet heavy, base heavy, I'm fine with. I think it's better.
Yeah.
Finest, Chrome.
It takes the sting away from a skunk, because it's a totally different chase because it's more vet and rookie heavy versus prospect heavy. So there's more chases across the board.
Bowman Chrome. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I do like the product, though. I'll be honest, just looking ahead to it does look like it's a busy couple of weeks because you've got coming out next week, Tier 1 the week after. Yep. I do think we're kind of in that state of the market where we're going to see one a week. I'll be very curious to see when the rebound happens. Because even some of the big breakers right now, I see advertising on Facebook, which you don't see all the time. Because I think things are just slow across the board. I'm okay with Gilded. I like Tier. I've always been a sucker for Tier 1, even though I know it's not a great product. It's a lot cheaper. So
there's bad knobs. There's knobs in Tier 1. Like, end of story. Like you can chase knobs and barrels. Like, and it's a product that's under $250, $300 a box. Like, you don't. Every other product that you chase a knob or a barrel in is $1,000 a box.
Yeah, that's a fair point. And our buddy Jeff NG, last year Gilded single prices came down nicely. Bought a lot of PC stuff for dirt cheap. Yeah. That is true.
Well, those boxes were selling for $1,400. They came down to $900.
Yeah, so the fact that this is almost 50% cheaper.
That's what I'm saying. Better class. That's why I'm high on it, Mike. It's why if I'm going to be high on a product, it may not be the individual case that we rips ROI, but I will tell you across the field of our rips, like that's going to be the best ROI kind of stuff. Is the stuff that it's a higher end product. If you hit, you hit. If you don't, you don't, and it's not costing you $1,000 for your team, and I'm with you on the price because I do still think it's high. I would love to see this stuff released around $350 a box.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's just not going to happen though.
No, but at 650, 675, we get enough of it. We're going to be able to do it cheaper than that. Like I plan on breaking it at 625 to 640. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm 1 out of 2. Like Pristine to me was the one I was high on. It lived up to the hype. I was down on Cosmic. I will say I've totally flipped. The only thing I was definitely wrong with on Cosmic was, again, a lot of times too, for the guys who don't know, is Eddie does the full cases, the multi cases. I'm much more of a mixer guy, a couple boxes here and there. I will do occasional full cases. Cosmic to me though is crap as 1 to 2. Although I'm still doing it. I say that it's okay if you can add it for $11 a spot. At $11 a spot, I don't hate it. But if you were going to go heavy on just small breaks of Cosmic, it can be
I would not enter 4-box random teams of that. I would not enter.
I wouldn't do a half case even.
No,
quite frankly.
No.
I think this is going to be different, and I think that this will live up a little bit in both. Like I think you can do a single boxer, but I also think you can probably do some big stuff with it. Like I think the full case will probably do well because I don't know. Are there case hits in Gilded?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think the case hits maybe. Frame. It's the gold frame, but then there's like the parallels of the gold frame. So like maybe that's what, but it's not like a case hit insert or anything. That's what I like about it. It's classy. It's a very nice product. I mean, I love things that aren't base heavy just because I think that's
easy work for us.
And more than the easy work, I genuinely think that's where if guys are going to keep cards of people for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, like those are the ones that are going to retain the most value.
Yeah, everything's numbered, everything's limited on card autos.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like I think there's something to be said for the set building products and all these other things, but these are the ones I get up for. You know what I mean? Like Bowman and Draft are base heavy. We still rip the heck out of those. But at the same time, other products that are base heavy don't have the value that this kind of stuff does, and it's still somewhat in the same price range. We're not in the basketball and football PYT price ranges with baseball teams, not even on the biggest teams.
Yeah, I will say baseball, by the way, it's not close anymore. It used to be kind of close. I don't mess with any football or basketball anymore personally. It's gotten so priced out, it's ridiculous. But with baseball, there's a handful of products I will still buy into no matter what. This may be one of them. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, the only thing really holding down for me is not even so much the price, it's the hitability. The amount of guys who are going to skunk simply because there's not a ton of cards. But I mean, I don't know how you avoid that with a product like this. So
I like the idea of adding some.
I did like that, especially a base heavy, prospect heavy, like totally mixed up. Because I can't imagine the Padres are going to be super good. Like the Padres are maybe
a below average team. They're going to be a below average team.
Probably outside top 15, but they're number 1 with
exactly. So they're going to be a mid-range team. You know what I mean? It'll be a fun PYT to put together because we already have a baseline of what Bowman Chrome has done for us, and people have seen 30 cases of it ripped already. You know, just on our channel, right? So there's already the value add, in the back of everybody's mind with that. So I am excited for Gilded. It's a sexy product.
So we'll start posting breaks up. So just for the guys who don't know us, we break kind of 2 places right now. Card Shop Live is the live streaming app. We break there, and then SCN Breaks is the name of the Facebook group where Eddie breaks the majority of his stuff there. We'll start listing these Sunday? Monday?
I'll probably get to it Monday. Sunday, I want to watch my Niners stomp on the Browns, and then just enjoy the rest of the Sunday and gloat.
There you go. Yeah. So Monday, we'll start listing out breaks on Monday. The format of the show will kind of change as we go. If we have guests that we want to have on, we'll do that. If there's no releases, maybe we'll kind of talk about just breaker 101 terms, what makes a good PYT, that kind of stuff as well. Kind of go wherever we want with it. This was totally just the first beta trial episode. I do want to stick to the 15 minutes. That was like my one goal coming in. We're at 14:30. So boom. I think we're done. So there you go. SCN Breaks. Sports Cards Nonsense. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find Eddie and myself breaking wherever you enter your breaks. So there you go. That was episode 1 in the books. We'll have another one next week for you guys. See ya.
Love it. See you guys.